Mathewson, Reece Assadi, Laura Daniel, and Vaughan Smith. As we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, here's your host, Hayley Sproul.
Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Welcome to Have You Been Paying Attention? The quiz on the week's events currently powered by Zoom. Tonight we've got two guest quizmasters, the great Kiwi bake-off Sue Fleischl, and later by Rugby League and Celebrity Treasure Island legend Richie Barnett. But tuatahi nei, let's say kia ora to our contestants. From their homes, it's Ursula Carlson, Pax Assadi, Reece Mathewson, Laura Daniel, and a man well-versed in Year 2 mathematics, why it's homeschool teacher Vaughan Smith. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Good morning, class. Evening, class. I've been drinking, class.
Well, this far into it, it's no surprise. Lovely to see you all, guys. Welcome to the show. Laura.
Kia ora.
Looking absolutely glamorous there in your blue room.
Oh, I didn't actually put any makeup on today, but thanks.
Oh my God, that's so natural that your hair just falls like that.
Just gifted.
Now, Laura, you'll really be feeling it. You're an avid live performer, and of course, COVID would have postponed a lot of your live gigs, but you found an alternative.
Yes, much like this show, I've taken it online to Zoom. So I've been hosting some virtual concerts, and it's called Hardcore Karaoke. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's karaoke hosted from this very room, and it feels kind of like you're at a bar listening to a bunch of fun comedians and guests sing songs.
Well, let's have a little taste of it right now.
There were nights when the wind was so cold.
99 love balloons, I'm here to make some horizon.
There's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby, where I can close my eyes.
Wow.
Am I having sound issues?
Yeah, I've got blood coming out of my ear.
Yeah, the sound issue is I can't hear anymore.
I think everyone did a stellar job, but definitely go and check it out. Go to Laura's Instagram to find the link to it. It's so much fun. Pax Assadi, my friend, lovely to have you on the show.
Oh, look, it's great to be here, Hayley.
Wow, you really got your dad pants on, but also your Mr. Assadi pants. You've been homeschooling as well. How that's going? How's that going? How's that going?
This is going really good. It's weird to toot my own horn like this, but I feel like I'm a really great educator because I'm really patient and willing to allow the student, my child, to grow naturally at their own pace, which is really awesome on my part, yeah.
Humble as always, Pax.
One of the most humble, actually. One of the most humble.
Stay humble. I saw this video of your daughter doing an impression of her teacher, Mr. Assadi. Have a look.
Oh, we don't have to show that.
No. Listen to me.
So Pax Assadi. No. Listen to me.
No, well, it's not my fault that she's a dumbass, okay?
I believe it is your fault.
No, it comes from her mother's side. It's not my fault.
Isn't her mother a lawyer? And you're saying that the dumbass side comes from her mother?
Okay, there's a lot of holes in my theory, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe it is me.
I think we've humbled him. I think we've finally humbled Pax Assadi.
you really have humbled me.
Reece Mathewson, of course, you're an Aucklander. This lockdown seems to be dragging on forever. Who's been getting you through it?
I could tell you, but I could show you this guy.
Oh, cute.
This is my dog Gus. He's 3. He's the best boy. It's been really interesting, like taking him for walks and stuff, because that's a good way to get out of the house. But like when you have a dog, a lot of people come up to you to have a chat. And I feel like I've met none of them. Because they'll just come up and just straight up talk to Gus. They'll be like, what's his name? And I'm like, I'm Reece. They're like, how old is he? I'm like, he's 30. And they're like, he's a very good boy. And I go, thank you, I needed to hear that today.
Well, Gus, great to have you on the show. Even better than having Reece on the show. I'll say it.
Yeah.
We're all thinking
You upstage me like this? We'll talk about this after the record.
Okay, good boy, Gus. All right, my friends, it's time to dive into some news. Put your hands on your buzzers and let's get into it. The Prime Minister had some strong words on Monday.
But it is, in fact, the most relevant part of all. Keep it outside.
What needs to be kept outside, Pax?
She's talking about the Green Party's special smoko break.
Yeah, ideally outside. Not the answer I want here, Rhys.
Clark's fish smoker.
Absolutely. Vaughan.
No, it's about smashing your bubble into another bubble. Your bubble-on-bubble action has to be kept outside at safe distance.
I'll smash my bubble onto your bubble, Vaughan. Don't be careful.
And we're more than welcome to do so, Pax.
Yes, of course, Aucklanders meeting up with other households under new rules. Got to keep it outside. 10 people from 2 bubbles. There you go, bit of a taste of freedom. The opposition had some tough words.
National have called it incoherent, vague and gobbledygook.
What is this gobbledygook, Laura?
Fifth form algebra.
When are you going to use it? Never. Ursula?
No, they're struggling to understand the basic rules of this new sub-level that we're in of this level.
Yeah, they're calling it a roadmap, aren't they? She's talking about the government's new plan to phase Auckland out of Alert Level 3 with weekly reviews and many new rules. People are a bit confused. Laura?
Yeah, I get it. It is confusing. They should have gone with National's original plan of not locking down and killing everyone.
I don't trust any plan that starts with, OK, hear me out.
The CEO of Air New Zealand has been listening.
The feedback we're getting from staff and customers is pretty overwhelming on this.
Oh, feedback about what, Rhys?
The safety video isn't long enough.
We want more content. Ursula?
No, we all know that there's a bigger cookie than the one you're giving us. Why are you giving us this one? Yeah.
They're not talking about the size of the cookie we get. Pax?
No, mandating vaccines.
Yes, yeah, they're talking about it with the airline announcing all international travellers must be vaccinated. Well done. Jacinda Ardern wasn't mincing her words on breakfast.
Disappointing isn't the word that I would use because, for me it felt like, a slap in the face to everyone in Auckland.
What is the slap in the face, Laura?
It's something that happens when you touch a woman's butt.
It is indeed, and so it should. Not the answer I want, though. Vaughnie?
No, it was the old lockdown protest last weekend, which if they'd just waited a week and taken a picnic blanket would have been totally legal.
Well, not quite. No, it was. They had over 1,000 attendees breaching level 3 rules at the anti-lockdown protest on Saturday. Laura?
They're technically all from one household, the House of God.
There's big changes afoot for our fruit companies.
We know that we're being watched carefully and that we need to get this right.
Watched carefully? Why? Pax?
None of these so-called kiwi fruit have New Zealand passports.
All right, now, not what she's quite talking about there, Laura.
They're letting seasonal fruit pickers skip MIQ and do self-isolation.
Yes, with very strict rules indeed. This is an alarming new trend.
The beauty industry is calling it the Zoom boom.
What is the Zoom boom, Pax?
It's when you're on Zoom and you fart and then the camera switches to you.
I wasn't saying anything. Not quite the boom we're referring to here. Vaughan?
No, it's people who are getting cosmetic surgery so they look better on Zoom while they sit there in track pants that are getting progressively tighter and tighter every day.
Yeah, you're right. Apparently there's been a massive rise in cosmetic surgery from young people who spend hours looking at themselves in Zoom calls. Points are yours. Joe Biden was making some big promises.
It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.
What are they going to get done, Ursula?
This is how mums in the park go. OK, you've got 6 minutes. OK, 6 weeks, then we're going. OK, 6 months. This is my last 6 months. Leave it.
It is not the answer I need here, Rhys.
He's trying to cancel his Les Mills membership.
I don't believe he's doing that, Rhys. Pax?
He's trying to pass some kind of bill. And he's getting some resistance from his own side, isn't he?
I'm going to give you 10 red hot points for that, Pax. It's enough for me. He's getting his sweeping infrastructure bill through the Senate after Democratic infighting has caused it to stall. Points yours. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian has had a rough week.
Resigning at this time is against every instinct in my being and something which I do not want to do.
Why is she resigning, Vaughan?
After all this long, 90% of Australians still can't say her name.
I struggle with Berejiklian, I'll admit. Laura?
She's resigning to become the main policy advisor for Labor's 37-stage COVID exit strategy.
Not quite the answer I need. Pax?
She's under investigation for corruption, I believe.
Oh, the points are yours, Pax. It's time now for a break, but we'll be right back with our guest quizmaster, the great Kiwi Bake-Off, Sue Fleischl, Akawakine.
I want to take you on a little journey to
Shortland Street.
Yeah. Let's do this.
I thought that was really special.
This is a different type of dirty than I'm used to. Normally, I'm just stinky.
No surprises there.
That's embarrassing.
I told you.
Don't cry.
Not today.
But now I'm really happy. And basically what that means is
Lube up the chicken, get your hands in there and do a little bit of penetration on it. I'll let you make your own mind up on that one.
Welcome back to Have You Been Paying Attention? All right, team, well, get ready to never eat another carbohydrate again. We're headed to Hollywood. The number 30 has been projected on landmarks around the world with the internet buzzing that it could mean what? Laura?
The landmarks are flirty and thriving.
No, I don't think that's quite what they're advertising there.
No, they thinking, hoping that it's a new album from Adele.
Yeah, of course she names her albums after the age she is when she writes them. It's a long-awaited fourth album with the title rumoured to be 30. Rhys?
I thought it was one of the lotto numbers for this week, and I'm in the hole on this one, Hayley. I'm like $2,000 down.
Oh dear, Rhys. A never-before-heard Rolling Stones song from 1979 has finally been released. What is it called, Laura?
Moves Like Jagger.
No, they definitely didn't write that one. Pax?
No, it's called Troubles A Comin', and boy, oh boy, were they right.
Yeah, points are yours. Troubles are coming. There's been some good news for Scarlett Johansson. What's happened? Rhys?
Her mole map came back A-OK.
It's always an anxious wait, isn't it? Not her mole map results. Ursula?
No, I think she settled her lawsuit with Disney. They sort of said, all right, you can have the Minnie Mouse costume and $50.
I don't know what they settled on, but yes, she settled her lawsuit with Disney over the release of Black Widow on their streaming devices rather than just in theatres. Harry Styles made the headlines this week for this moment. What is going on there, Rhys?
He got accepted into AUT.
Hey!
Yes,
Good on
Harry.
ya. Good on ya, Harry.
Yeah, like we're taking international students. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Laura?
No, he did a gender reveal for a fan, which is kind of rude. The baby should choose the gender itself.
Indeed. And if you're wondering, it is assigned female at birth. There you go. All right, team, it's time to welcome our guest quizmaster. She's the infamous judge of the Great Kiwi Bake-Off. Hello, my friend Sue Fleischl.
Oh, thank you. Lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you. I'm very excited. Of course, the Great Kiwi Bake-Off is next week. It starts, and we had a lot of fun. How do these bakers stack up against the other two seasons?
Well, Hayley, I can honestly say, hand on heart, that I think these are the best bakers we have had on the show.
Wow, just say it. The other ones are shit. Just say it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. These are exceptional.
Oh, what about the hosts, Sue? How come they're not getting any better?
Roasted!
Because the judges outshine them every time.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Ursula?
I've just got a question for Sue, because, you know, we can do all kinds of shows on Zoom now. So I've baked a cupcake, and what do you think about it?
Oh, my goodness. Did you really pipe that icing?
Honestly, it's all about the extra butter in it that makes it nice and soft.
Butter makes everything better. I'm very impressed.
So should I open it up for you so you can judge it?
I would like you to take the biggest bite you possibly can, as daintily as you can.
That's a contradiction if ever I've heard it. So the biggest, but also the dainty.
You got to keep it dainty. Sue is the queen of dainty eating.
The very epitome of dainty.
How was that?
Well, I think the cupcake was far daintier than the eating.
You're so diplomatic.
Sue, as I mentioned, it's such a fun show to work on and it's such a fun show to watch. What was your favourite part about filming this season of The Great Kiwi Bake Off?
I always look forward to tasting everything, even though people always say, how do you eat so much? We only eat tiny, teeny, weeny little bits each time. It's not much, really, and I do look forward to tasting it. And I look forward to seeing the looks on their faces when they're waiting to hear who is going home and who's staying. That excitement, that scary moment.
You love crushing dreams. It is fun. It is fun. Trust me, it's fun.
Sue, I have to tell you, one of my favourite moments of the season was a behind-the-scenes moment. You may remember Madeline, Sami and I introduced you to the world of sexy rap.
Oh, my goodness.
You may remember a song we got you to listen to, My Neck, My Back?
Oh, I had no idea that there were lyrics like that. I'm too scared to play it to my husband.
He'll love it, I tell you what.
Trust me, he's going to enjoy it if you play it to him.
Rhys, a final question from you?
Yeah, so I've been making like a no-knead dough and I've been leaving it out. It's bubbling up nicely, but when I go to like then leave it after giving it like a couple of folds, it's not really doubling in size. I'm leaving it like twice, 3 times as long as I should. What do I do?
Could be a temperature issue or your yeast is old.
That's what I was going to say, Sue.
Yeah.
I've tested the yeast. I've put it in with some sugar water. It seems to be bubbling up fine, so it's a temperature thing.
It could be a temperature thing.
Reece does live in one of Hayley's rentals and she refuses to insulate it, so it could possibly be a temperature thing.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you moaning on about your temperatures, Rhys. I got you one of those little wall mount things. Get over it. Sue, as always, it's such a delight to have you here and be in your company. Are you ready to ask our contestants our TV questions?
I sure am. Are they ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
Yes, Sue.
Oh, they're so well behaved, Sue. Take it away.
This got Brits excited.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What are we looking at here?
Laura?
It's the start of every video call with your parents.
No, that is not a failed parental Zoom call, Vaughan.
Isn't it the teaser for the new Doctor Who, the new season of Doctor Who?
Well done! The mysterious teaser for the new season of Doctor Who.
All right, Sue, take it away. Next question.
An iconic Kiwi had a cameo on Shortland Street this week. Who is it?
Pax.
It was Brian Tamaki, and he had to come in saying he lost his sense of taste.
No, not the answer. Ursula?
No, it was a Briscoe's lady and the episode was 60% shorter.
Was not her, but that would be great casting. Laura?
No, it was Holly Smith. She showed up at the hospital with Giardia after all that bathing in a river.
You are right. Holly Smith it is. Netflix is facing a major lawsuit over their show Squid Game. Why?
It's a short film company who makes a thing called Squid Game. And they said it's too close.
Wow, not at all the answer.
Where would I find this short film?
Oh, I'll send you a link.
Just pop it in the Zoom chat.
Why don't we have a viewing session?
And the great thing about that game is everyone wins.
I apologise, Sue. Pax.
South Korean broadband companies are blaming Netflix for crashing their internet.
Yeah, indeed. South Korean broadband companies are blaming the popularity of the series for a costly surge in internet usage. It's that popular.
There was a shop on Celebrity Treasure Island.
You just wouldn't write it. You wouldn't write it because people wouldn't believe it. They'd go, that's not believable.
What is not believable?
Rhys.
That a beach in Northland could pass as an island.
Not the answer we want here. Laura.
For some reason, she found it unbelievable that a famous knighted All Black could take out a physical elimination challenge.
That's so right, Sir Buckshell, for taking out Richie Barnett in the elimination challenge. Unbelievable.
All right, guys, it is time now for a break. But Sue, my darling, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Hayley. Lovely to see you. Bye.
Bye, Rita. Bye. Kia ora anō e hōmā. Well, be sure to grab some Toblerones from the duty free because we're taking a trip around the world. It was revealed the Queen has a secret tunnel that goes from St James Palace to where, Laura?
The Paris Tunnel.
Not quite that tunnel, Ursula.
No, straight to her thigh gap.
Different tunnel, babe. Different tunnel there. Rhys.
It's to an all-male strip club called Beef Eaters.
Not quite the answer there. Vaughan?
It's a bar. It's her favourite bar where she can go and get pissed and then stumble home through a tunnel.
Yeah, so it's a local bar she frequents where she likes to drink martinis.
Nice.
Heading to Spain, where this has caught people's eyes. What are we looking at there? Laura?
Is it the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, Jane?
There's a bit of a plain Jane there. Not the answer I need. Vaughan?
There's an art installation about global warming, about, I don't know, when the sea levels go up, we'll forget how to get to higher ground or something.
A potent message from you, Vaughan, and a potent message from the artist. It is a sculpture in the Spanish town.
I'm sorry. My mum's quickly gone to the fruit and veg shop.
Yeah, you're right there, Vaughan. It is a sculpture in the Spanish town of Bilbao called Bija, meaning tomorrow is to promote sustainability. This was an exciting day for the Pope. What are we looking at here, Laura?
He's meeting a pope from another dimension.
Not quite the image we see behind me, Pax.
That's him losing a cool hat competition.
He has lost that one. Ursula?
His grinded date showed up.
Ooh, not disappointing.
What a nice way to greet from the elbows.
Laura?
No, a bunch of different religious leaders have all come together to try to solve climate change because prayer stopped working.
Yeah, he is meeting the Grand Imam of Al Azhar Mosque at a faith and science event where leaders of different faiths called for climate action. Swedish activist Greta Thunberg was stirring things up in Milan.
But we see through their lies and we see through their blah, 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 and we are tired of it.
Ooh. What is that all about? Laura?
Hayley, if she spent more time in school and less time at the UN, she'd know more words than blah, blah, blah.
That's fair, that's fair. Ursula?
Is she talking about stuff comment section? Blah, blah, blah.
A lot of blah, blah, blah there. She's not talking about that though, Vaughan.
No, she's saying that world leaders are all talk when it comes to climate change action.
Yes, ahead of a meeting they're all going to have in Glasgow. There you go. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was paying his respects. What is going on there? Rhys?
He is at the funeral of a white man who ordered his food Indian hot.
And may he rest in peace. Ursula.
That's Gandhi's grave. It would have been his 152nd birthday, I think.
You are correct. He's visiting Gandhi's grave on his 152nd birthday, Laura.
Yeah, he's never too old to get laid.
It's not called a lay in Indian culture, but anyway, let's move on.
I'm just talking about my culture, sorry.
All right, no, that's fair.
Yeah, don't bring your culture into my culture, okay?
To Florida, where this was a nice father-son fishing day.
It's all right, buddy. Keep going.
Tired.
You got it.
Oh,
You got it.
he's not a fighter.
What happens next, Pax?
He pushes him in and yells, "Sucked in, nerd!"
Not quite what happens next, Rhys.
Stone Cold Steve Austin comes in and opens a can of whoop ass.
I wish that's what happened. No, it's wild. Vaughan?
Just as he's about to land his fish, a crocodile jumps out of the water and eats it.
Vaughan Smith, let's take a look.
I think this might have been a bit on the outside catcher.
Oh my
God.
God.
Take takes the poll and everything. Actually, Vaughan, it is an alligator, but I'll give you the points regardless. All right, my friends, it's time to put you through your paces individually. I hope you've got your fast talking lips on, because I want 10 answers, not just one.
No.
It's my favourite game. Can you name 10 of these things in 15 seconds?
No.
The game is in the name. I give you a category from this week's news, and you have to give me 10 things that fit in that category, and you've got 15 seconds to do it in, starting with you, Ursula Carlson.
Oh, shitballs.
Here we go. A large West Auckland drive-through vaccination centre closed after administering around 40,000 doses. So, Ursula, can you name for me in 15 seconds 10 things you would find in West Auckland? Start now.
Sharon, sluts, booze, cigarettes, weed, grass, low cars, petrol stains, oil stains, my diff that's been dragged through.
I'll take
dairies,
that. That's 10
ocean,
things, Ursula.
legends. Mate, I can go for days.
You did it, Ish.
Four of those things were the same. The oil stain, Sharon, the slut, and the weed was all one thing.
Coming to you now, Rhys Mathewson.
Very excited. I've never played this game before.
The ACT Party released an unusual press statement about Britney Spears being freed from her conservatorship. So, Rhys, can you name for me in 15 seconds 10 female musicians? Start now.
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Pink, Madonna, Jem from Jem and the Holograms. I don't know. Panicking. Billie Eilish, Katy Perry, Beyonce, Rihanna.
Your time's up. Jem and the Holograms.
Wait, but the holograms are individual artists. I would have almost given Rhys 3 for the holograms.
No, my game, not yours, okay? I'm sorry, Rhys, that is a fail from me. Damn it. Pax Assadi.
No.
Mazda has announced all of its vehicles will be at least partially electric by 2030.
Yeah.
So, can you name for me in 15 seconds 10 things that can run on electricity? Your time starts now.
A laptop, a fan, a light, a computer, headphones, gaming console, blender, toaster, microwave, and TV.
Pax!
Yes!
Are we counting laptop and computer as two separate things?
Yeah, I think a desktop and a laptop are.
Don't you take this away from me!
I'll pay it. That is 10 points to you, Pax. See the game? It's not that hard after all. Some scary news, Vaughan. Shakira and her son were attacked by wild boars in Barcelona.
Horrible news. You know, I'm a massive Shakira fan.
They are okay. They have been attacked, but they are okay. But can you name for me in 15 seconds 10 dangerous animals? Go.
Bear, leopard, tiger, lion, polar bear, wolverine, wolf, fox, ferret, and badger.
So I'm sorry, I'm taking umbrage here with ferret and badger.
No, they are.
Excuse
they
me,
are dangerous.
Why don't you talk to one of our many native birds that have been driven to the edge of extinction by the ferret?
Okay.
Preach it.
Okay.
Preach it.
I'll
That's
take
fair.
that.
That's fair.
Don't be swayed.
You all need to stop. You all need to stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me.
I wish I'd said the most dangerous creature in the world, Hayley. Humans.
Yeah. Look in the mirror.
Yes. Yeah.
Vaughan, I'll pay you 10 points for that. You got 10, I'll pay you 10 points, including the ferret.
You'll be swayed by ferret, but the holograms.
Okay, Rhys, we've moved on from you. Laura, let's see if you're going to join Rhys in the dum-dum bin.
All educators here.
I'm just going to walk myself there right now, Hayley.
The National Merino Sheep Shearing Championships took place over 2 days in Alexandra. Can you name for me, in 15 seconds, nice and easy, 10 things on a farm? Go.
Electric fence, gumboots, tractor, grass harvester, cows, sheep, llamas, alpacas, they're different, old MacDonald, hay, fertilizer.
There we go. No, you just made it because you were faffing about with old McDonald. 10 points to you. Rhys lives solo in Dum Dum Town. It's time for a break, but we'll be back with our guest quizmaster, Richie Barnett, Akawaki Day.
The Prime Minister's shown Auckland the roadmap out of Auckland.
It's on your bike.
A slap in the face.
And certainly no fun.
I tell you what, it worked a treat.
Animals at Auckland Zoo.
Managed to fly under the radar on a night out.
All very cloak and dagger.
Very secret.
But we're expecting to hear more information.
Wednesday.
No.
Talking about cool things.
This Burger King was also visited twice by
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Some tasty carrots in there.
Some chocolate fish, some are bacon buddy.
If you behave yourself, we'll take you there one day.
To Have You Been Paying Attention? It's time to welcome our next guest quizmaster. He's a rugby league legend who's currently sweating it out on Celebrity Treasure Island. Richie Barnett, are you there?
Yes, I am, Hayley. Hey, listen, awesome to be on the show, and hi everyone else.
Hello, absolutely great to have you on the show, Richie. Now let's dive into the goss first, and if you haven't caught up on Celebrity Treasure Island this week, maybe block your ears because you were eliminated earlier this week, Richie.
Yeah, I got hammered, to be brutally honest. I didn't have a team. I was isolated every single way, but I loved it. Loved every moment of it. And it was sad leaving because I just enjoyed it so much.
Do you find it strange watching it back? Because your journey on the show is quite dramatic and a little bit tumultuous, isn't it, with the relationship with your team?
Yeah, but the highs and lows for me, like I had some really big wins and some really low points. I didn't have a team that would support me right throughout that period, but I didn't mind it, actually. I quite like being isolated and being on my own. It was probably the best holiday I've ever had.
You say it's the best holiday you've had, but you guys didn't have a lot of, the standard food and drink. How close did you get to having to drink your own urine?
Seriously, I didn't mind the food, and anything else, I didn't really care. I could starve for about weeks, to be brutally honest.
Wow.
We've done SAS training camps a number of times, and that didn't really affect me at all. I want to do it again, but I wanted something harder. I want something like a Survivor or something where you don't eat.
Dude, just skip lunch, man.
Well, Richie, you became definitely known as the man to beat, especially when it came to those elimination challenges. What do you think made you so strong?
Is it your hot body?
I just love competition and I enjoy it and welcome it. And I think what people don't see is that when you enter that challenge arena, it's actually very, very frightening and fearful. But I didn't see it that way. I saw it as a way, to get away from my team. Secondly, to have just an enjoyment factor, actually, just to have fun.
But I'm loving this insight into your team dynamic, Richie.
You should just come out and call them arseholes and get it done with, Richie, if you want.
I'm only bagging
I tell you what, it was probably a very unpleasant experience being in the position you were in your team, but man, it makes for some good watching. Anyway, Richie, it is such an honour to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants our sports questions?
Absolutely.
All right, team, well, keep steady under the high ball. It's time for sport. Richie, take it away.
Artie Severe is looking ahead.
It's something that all the teammates have done in a while.
What hasn't been done in a while?
Ursula.
I had sex in the disabled toilets at the airport.
Yeah, it's been 5 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It is about time, you're right, but not what he's referring to.
Oh, me and my wife do that all the time and no one talks about it.
Yeah. I've done it with your wife too.
Oh my gosh, you two, stop it. Laura.
The team haven't entered a stage challenge, Hayley.
I don't know if the All Blacks are planning on it. Vaughan?
I believe the All Blacks are going on tour.
Easy 10 points, Vaughan.
Next question.
Right, team, here is the black cap, Devon Conway.
That in being said, I'm pretty excited, to get underway.
Get underway with what?
Laura.
The 76th hour of a cricket game.
Not quite what he's talking about there. Ursula?
He's flying out to go meet the rest of the team, I think, in the UAE after he broke his finger.
Ward is obviously on your side. Yep, 10 points, well done. Invercargill-born rower Abby Johnson and Dolly Parton. What's the connection?
Reece.
They've both been to an island in the stream.
Nice.
That is not the answer there, Laura.
The rower actually got done for doping after pouring herself a cup of ambition.
Not quite the connection. Pax Assadi.
No, her rowboat is called Dolly Parton.
Bit more, Pax.
And she's gonna row it real good.
I'm actually going to give you that because even to get it closely there, so Dolly Parton is the name of the boat. Abby Johnson and 2 others will row the boat almost 5,000 kilometres to raise £100,000 for cancer charities. It's been a rough week for tennis star Naomi Osaka. What's happened?
Laura.
She just found out that love means nothing.
Not quite why it's making headlines here. Pax.
No, she actually dropped out of the top 10.
Well done, Pax on fire. She dropped out of the world top 10 ranking for the first time since winning the US Open in 2018. The NRL has been investigating Reece Walsh, the young warrior, after being caught with cocaine. What is his punishment?
What's the punishment, Rhys?
His parents sat him down and made him snort the entire bag in one sitting.
I don't want to do anymore. You finish what you started, boy.
Not what the punishment was there, Laura.
200 burpees. He got through them pretty quick.
No burpees were involved, Ursula?
No, it was like $5,000 and 2 games. Ban.
5,000 and 2 games, spot on. In the final, and amazingly, it is the final. So after winning the NRL Grand Final on Sunday, Panthers player Brian To'o had a very special celebration. What did he do?
Pax.
All of Reece Walsh's cocaine.
We can't confirm nor deny that one. Laura.
He proposed to the closest girl in the stand, which happened to be his girlfriend.
10 points, Laura, well done. He did do that. He went to the stands, he proposed to his girlfriend.
Look at that gorgeous couple. All right, team, it's time for us to take a break, but when we come back, our winner will be crowned. Richie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
It's time to bring it on home with a round of Rapid Recall. All right, contestants, hands on buzzers. Start that clock now. It's been a tough week for Kiwi online shoppers. What's happened? Laura.
Well, after 7 weeks in lockdown, Hayley, they finally bought everything on the internet.
I think I'm getting pretty close, to be honest.
The US has suspended postal service to like 22 countries, including us.
Yeah, the US has suspended postal service with 22 countries, including New Zealand. Vorney.
But my guns and Bibles.
I know. Moving along, a report has found the #1 search term on Microsoft's search engine Bing. What is it, Rhys?
Pitbull wearing sunglasses.
We've all searched it once, not quite the #1, Ursula.
No, is it how shallow is a shallow grave?
Jeez, Ursula, after this show you might want to delete your history, I think.
No, it's Google.
It's Google. The #1 search on Bing is Google. What milestone did Melbourne reach on Monday? Pax.
1 cafe for every man, woman and child.
I'm sure they're getting close to that, but not the milestone I'm talking of. Laura?
It's most livable city to be locked down in. It's the most locked down city.
It is world's most locked down city after it hit its 246th day in lockdown. The Mad Theatre Cafe in Golden Bay has made the news. Why? Laura?
The Mad Butcher is investing in the arts. Huge sale going down at the Mad Theatre. We've got Ibsen, we've got Chekhov, we've got Shakespeare. Tickets $4.99 a kilo.
No, he is not involved in theatre, I believe. Vaughan.
They're keen to infect their patrons with COVID-19 because they want unvaccinated staff.
Yeah, so the owner has advertised for staff asking only for people who are unvaccinated to apply. Former President Donald Trump has officially asked a court to allow him to do what again? Laura?
Call his daughter hot.
I don't know that he went to court for that one. Pax?
He wants to tweet real bad. He wants to share his opinions to the world. His sweet, sweet opinions.
Yeah, he's itching for a tweet. He wants to tweet again after being banned in January. Good news for fans of the film Trainspotting. What is it? Laura?
They've found all the trains.
I spotted them all, ticked them off. Not the answer, Rhys?
They've actually started selling heroin for real.
Congrats to
Wow,
them.
you sound pretty excited there, Rhys. Ursula?
No, they're gonna make a TV series of it.
Yeah, TV spin-off is in the works. A 3D replica of Michelangelo's David in Dubai is causing outrage. Why? Rhys?
They gave it a chode.
Did it like fall over and the plaster went and went? No, you didn't have a wee chody there, Ursula.
No, didn't they put pants on it so they can hide its block and tackle?
Yeah, well, it's censored. They've censored it so as to hide the statue's buttocks and genitalia.
That's the best part.
It is the best part. Auckland Airport is set to get its first CEO, who is what? Vaughan.
Scared of flying.
Not quite the answer I want here, Rhys.
Competent.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
All right, big swinger.
Shots fired.
You heard me, Auckland Airport.
No, I'm going to back up Reese's answer. Is it a woman?
It is a woman, a competent woman. Carrie Hurihanganui is taking on the role after being Air New Zealand's Chief Operating Officer. Dunedin's iconic Cadbury Factory has been back in the news. Why? Pax?
It melted in the sun, Hayley.
No, it hasn't melted in the sun there. Rhys?
Yeah, they forgot to let the Oompa Loompas out.
No, I don't believe they've got them working the factory there. Vaughnie?
No, they've pulled it down. So now the saying goes, milk, milk, lemonade, round the corner.
You are correct, they've finished demolition on it. Netflix have released what's been called the worst musical in the world by reviewers. What is it, Pax?
The David Bain story.
I would love to see that. Ursula?
The Queen's Thigh Gap, the musical.
You're heading in the right direction, unfortunately. Vaughan?
It's Diana, the musical.
Yeah, it is. Have any of you seen it yet?
Yes. It's only going to be topped by the one that's going to come out next year. Wicked, the Judith Collins story.
Another one I would pay to see. Moving along, bad news for Auckland cyclists. What is it, Laura?
Your wife isn't going to get back with you.
Not the news we're sharing here, Pax.
No, wasn't there like a pedestrian and cycling bridge? But I think it's been cancelled.
It's been canned, mate. Absolutely, 10 points to you. This picture made fashion headlines this week. What are we looking at here, Laura?
What you're looking at there, Hayley, is Gollum's wife.
Damn, Gollum's wife is thick.
Yeah, she's hot. Ursula?
This is Cardi B dressed as broccoli at the Paris Fashion Week.
That is indeed Cardi B in Paris for Paris Fashion Week. The original Pooh Sticks Bridge from Winnie the Pooh is in the news. Ooh, I'm sorry. That sound brings us to the end of the show. Let's check the final leaderboard. And our winner tonight is Vaughnie Smith. Congratulations to our winner and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. We'll leave you with this reminder of the need to pay attention when you're thirsty.
A major train project in the northeast has been derailed.
Stay hydrated out there, guys. Next week, Vaughan and Ursula go head-to-head with Ray O'Leary, Guy Montgomery and Madeline Sami. We'll see you then.